Good morning to the best family. Oh, let me stop. Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Ant West Fitness BB, and you're back again with another video. So if you guys enjoyed that, old Fousey Tube intro, let me know, because I used to rock with Fousey Tube until he went a little off the rail. No, I really wanted to know you guys' opinion on that. If you guys know about Fousey Tube, if you do, please leave it down. Leave a comment with a 1 in the description or in the comment section below. Let me know if you guys watched Fousey Tube before, and if you did, what were your thoughts of him? Once again, leave that with a 1 and then put your answer next to it. But with all jokes aside, I have another video that I want to react to. This video is called "The Smoke. Quran Warns Us About Future Events." This subscriber was a subscriber and supporter, welcomed me to Islam, and he wanted me to react to this video and give it a watch. It's about almost going on 3 years ago that this video was shared. It has over 1 million views and 25,000 likes. Man, this is a really supportive video. And nonetheless, I don't really have much to say. Maybe I'll have more to say at the very end of this video, but nonetheless, let's get into it. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and get into this bad boy here, and let's see what it's about.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. حميم والكتاب المبين إنا أنزلناه في ليلة مباركة إنا كنا منذرين فيها يفرق كل أمر حكيم أمرا من عندنا إنا كنا مرسلين رحمة من ربك إنه هو السميع العليم رب السماوات والأرض وما بينهما إن كنتم موقنين لا إله إلا هو يحيي ويميت ربكم ورب آبائكم الأولين بل هم في شك يلعبون فارتقب يوم تأتي السماء بدخان مبين يغشى الناس هذا عذاب أليم ربنا اكشف عنا العذاب إنا مؤمنون أنى لهم الذكرى وقد جاءهم رسول مبين ثم تولوا عنه وقالوا معلم مجنون إنا كاشف العذاب قليلا إنكم عائدون يوم نبطش البطشة الكبرى إنا منتقمون ولقد فتنا قبلهم قوم فرعون وجاءوا رسول كريم أن أدوا إلي عباد الله إني لكم رسول أمين وأن لا تعلوا على الله إني آتيكم بسلطان مبين وإني عذت بربي وربكم أن ترجمون وإن لم تؤمنوا لي فاعتزلون فدعا ربه أن هؤلاء قوم مجرمون فأسر بعبادي ليلا إنكم متبعون واترك البحر رهوا إنهم جند مغرقون كم تركوا من جنات وعيون وزروع ومقام كريم ونعمة كانوا فيها فاكهين كذلك وأورثناها قوما آخرين فما بكت عليهم السماء والأرض وما كانوا منظرين ولقد نجينا بني إسرائيل من العذاب المهين من فرعون إنه كان عاليا من المسرفين ولقد اخترناهم على علم على العالمين العالمين وآتيناهم من الآيات ما فيه بلاء مبين إن هؤلاء ليقولون إن هي إلا موتتنا الأولى وما نحن بمنشرين فأتوا بآبائنا إن كنتم صادقين أهم خير أم قوم تبع والذين من قبلهم أهلكناهم إنهم كانوا مجرمين وما خلقنا السماوات والأرض وما بينهما لاعبين ما خلقناهما إلا بالحق ولكن أكثرهم لا يعلمون إن يوم الفصل ميقاتهم أجمعين يوم لا يغني مولى عن مولى شيئا ولا هم ينصرون إلا من رحم الله إنه هو العزيز الرحيم إن شجرة الزقوم طعام الأثيم كالمهل يغلي في البطون كغلي الحميم خذوه فاعتلوه إلى سواء الجحيم ثم صبوا فوق رأسه من عذاب الحميم ذق إنك أنت العزيز الكريم إن هذا ما كنتم به تمترون إن المتقين في مقام أمين في جنات وعيون يلبسون من سندس وإستبرق متقابلين كذلك وزوجناهم بحور عين يدعون فيها بكل فاكهة آمنين لا يذوقون فيها الموت إلا الموتة الأولى ووقاهم عذاب الجحيم فضلا من ربك ذلك هو الفوز العظيم فإنما يسرناه بلسانك لعلهم يتذكرون فارتقب إنهم مرتقبون.
Wow, that was a very deep one as well. I really have nothing to say or add into this one. I mean, honestly, like, it's kind of similar to the Bible in a sense, because it's like pretty much like they say at the end of times, like, you know, there will be, the clouds will become gray or dark, and then like the sky will rain fire and things of that nature. It was kind of similar to what they said in this, but like, this is pretty much like technically a warning about in the Quran saying like, you gotta, this is for the people that do not believe, or for whom I've sent, like, you know, all these truths and all these proofs and messengers to warn you that you need to worship me. But like, at the end of the day, like, essentially, like, this is supposed to happen. And if you don't believe, then this is pretty much going to happen to you. And then after you die, you're essentially going to be dragged to the hellfire and bathed in it. Like, that is, that's a very detailed imagery. It's very detailed imagery, and I really have nothing to add except, like, you know, but you know, this is the thing, man. Like, and this is why, to me, this is the reason why I kind of believe, because it's just for one thing, the universe in itself is a very sophisticated thing. You don't have to be a physicist in order to pretty much understand how the world works. And just, I always, you know, one thing that when I was a kid, there would be, like I said in my video about me, my story when I'm converting to Islam, there was a part with me as a kid where there would be times where, I've said it, essentially, but there will be times where I would question, like, where did God come from and all these other things. And I literally told you, like, my brain felt like it was crushing itself and I would get like headaches. I really feel in my heart of heart that we are, it's almost as if like if you ever watched Naruto, or if you watched the story about the Monkey King or whatever, you know, like how like when essentially like we have like, or if you know Sai and Sai, the character in Naruto, essentially like there was a time when he was talking about Danzo, right? And like when like if people asked any information about Danzo, like he technically would like pretty much was would die, or like he couldn't say anything about him because his tongue was sealed. And it's like I feel like that's the same kind of thing as human beings that we have in our mind. We have like a constraint. And that is like very important to think about, because like, you know, sometimes we try as human beings to really rationalize and ask questions and ask questions and ask questions and ask questions and try to figure out things and figure out how things work and constantly try to understand God's creation, whilst trying to manipulate it ourselves as if we are God. Now, I'm not saying us particularly. I'm talking about like the sciences, you know, people that are like, we're talking about like Elon Musk and people of that nature are talking about going to Mars and inhabiting Mars. And I'm like, bro, like, you know, stuff like that is kind of unreal to me. And the reason why it's unreal, which is like, you know, once again, I respect people that are in that field, because, you know, that's a field that's very noble, and you have to work hard and understand a lot and be very smart in order to even work in that field of work. However, I just feel like there's some things we just are not meant to do in this world. One thing for sure is that we're not meant to understand everything about the universe and understand creation itself and where it came from. I just think simply that's just how it is. Another thing is I don't really think that we're meant to really travel out in space like that. I don't think that that's really, I don't personally think this is Star Wars or Star Trek or anything along them lines. I don't think, well, at least in my lifetime, I don't really picture us like inhabiting another planet that is technically uninhabitable. And I feel like, you know, especially with the days that we're living in, I don't know, like, you know, once again, I'm still human. I have my questions myself, which is something that I can't really, you know, I can't really debate as far as or use as an example, because I essentially have my questions too. As far as like where and what and why we're here and, you know, how does this work? You know, I have my questions, but I don't try to ask beyond my means on like what we're supposed to do in life. I just don't really see the point. I don't see the point in really trying to, especially like try to figure out how we're going to leave a planet knowing that we messed up a planet, you know? I think that's really cowardice. I think that's cowardice as far as like us being on this planet, inhabiting it, and then kind of destroying it. I feel like that's just how we should like kind of like make our own bed at the end of the day. Now, I know some people may disagree, they may agree, I don't know. But like, you know, at the same time, like, yo, like we have one planet. We were meant to respect this planet, live on this planet, love this planet, and die on this planet. I don't think that people have it all twisted as far as like trying to go and inhabit another planet and things of that nature. Because you know why? Like, this world that we're living in is not meant to be traveled. I feel like we were put, like, it's just like once again, like even if you look at the science behind it, how we're in the perfect spot in the universe, the planets align a certain way, the planet spins a certain speed, the moon's in the perfect position, the sun is in the perfect position, and all this stuff is just all too, if you're telling me this is all coincidental, I don't know if I can really agree to that. And though I do understand some people may think it's coincidental, I cannot say full-heartedly that, yeah, like we're just here we're just here rinky-dink, you know, like that just makes no sense. And I feel like if I believe in that alone, like if I believe that we've not been put here rinky-dink or things of that nature, I feel like there is a God. I feel like there's something more than us, like there has to be. And if he sent down all these proofs and he sent down all these all these religions. And that's another thing, like, not just one or two religions, like he sent down multiple religions. And some people will beg to differ, say, well, did God really send these religions? Are they man-made? Vice versa. Even with the religions that we're practicing now, like, people question that. But I feel like they're, to an extent, like, it was sent down from God. Like, all these religions were sent down to save people, like, not just save people in the sense of like save people to allow them to go to Jannah. I think I just think in general, like, to save people. Well, no, honestly, to be honest, I really do think they were created to make people go to Jannah. Because overall, at the end of the day, I feel like it's all about you being a good person. Like, even if I were to, like, say, like, when I was spiritual, even when Buddhism, Taoism, if you look at these different religions, at the end of the day, they just teach you to be good people, and they teach you to love and be kind and all these other things. That's the central message of it all. And of course, some people may take it more seriously than others, and some religions don't necessarily believe in a God per se. I feel like that's not coincidental. I feel like there's like just more to, like, there's like a spiritual, like, if you even want to call it the Holy Spirit or whatever you want to call it. I'm not too sure if Islam has a certain saying for it, but I feel like, as far as the word of, the word of, like, being holy and being good, if there was like a spirit that was spreading this word out to all across the world, and whether the world took it a certain way and they made a different religion out of it or not, I feel like that is the key to life. I feel like that is the reason why these religions are existing and why they're pertinent to our society. Because if we didn't have these religions, then we wouldn't know how to function properly. People can sit here and make up excuses all they want and say, hey, this religion simply is, I don't agree with it. Fine. But I will say this, at least some people, even though there's going to be good and bad people all over the planet and using things to their benefit in the wrong way. However, there are people that use it and they really follow it, and they are some of the most kindest and loving people of, like, you're ever going to meet. And even though we may have differentiating opinions on how the world is going to end, whether we're going to Nirvana or we're going to Jannah, wherever you want to say, or whether it's hell, like, there's a lot of, it's just kind of common sense. It's kind of like there's just something more to the world that's telling us that there is a heaven and a hell, and there's only one way to really get there, and that is believing. It's, even if I'm even not afraid to say it, like, even if it's just believing, like, to be a good person, and that's it. Even though they don't, like, certain religions don't believe in God per se, just being a good person and literally doing no harm to the earth, no harm to other people, loving and being kind, I feel like that is the key to us reaching Jannah. Now, for our religion, for being Islam, I believe in a little bit more, simply because I feel like there's been more than just enough proof to show that there is a God out there, and he has sent down multiple prophets and multiple examples as to why he does exist. And if we don't follow those doctrines, if we don't follow those ways of life, if we continue to just live these lives that make no sense and hurt other people, people know what they're doing. People know when they're hurting other people, whether it be emotionally, mentally, or physically. People know what they're doing. And if you're one of those people out there that continuously try to find fulfillment and enjoyment from hurting other people, then I feel like there is a place in the hellfire for you. And I'm not trying to say, like, you deserve to go to hell. That's not for me to decide. That's for Allah. That's for God to decide. But I'm just saying that we should, as people, really try to love and care for one another. And if we continue to just decide we're going to do what we want, live the way we want, and hurt other people and do all these sinful things and think that we're going, even if we die, like, we're going to go to a better place, I don't know. Well, anyway, I went on a little rant there. This was obviously, once again, kind of like the Bible, once again, like, all these proofs that we need to live good or we're going to be sent to the hellfire, and, like, pretty much gives I will say the Quran gives a way more descriptive, just a warning as far as, like, what is to come. And I truly do believe it. I have no doubt in my mind that there will be a day where the judgment will come. And, like, we're pretty much all die in a sense like that. But I don't know when the day or the hour is. I just know for a fact that I just want to be a good person. Just want to be, just in general, I want to be not just a good person, but I want to spread good. I want to help people do better. I want to help bring people to the right path. And, just hopefully change the world I don't want to change the world, but I want to be able to help the world in a sense with in any way I can. And, you know, people can have their opinions about a lot of different things in religion, or in this religion particularly, but in any religion or any way of life. But I truly do believe as each human being, we have a responsibility to help other people and bring people closer to God, or even if it's not the religion to God, whether it be Taoism or Buddhism, I feel like it's their job to bring people closer to a better way of life, and not try to, essentially just live the way we want to and think that everything is all hunky-dory. I don't think that's how, if that is the way life is supposed to be, then I don't understand why we have rules, laws, and regulations in place. You know what I'm saying? So, but nonetheless, I've rambled on enough. If you guys enjoy this video, please leave a thumbs up. Please leave a video or a surah or whatever you like in the comment section below if you want me to react to it. I know I've rambled on a little bit too long, and I've got a little passionate on this one, but this kind of stuff is like, you know, watching videos like this is the kind of thing that makes me remember, like, look, at the end of the day, we're all human. We need to love each other, be kind to one another, and understand that there is a God, and we need to listen to him, and we need to listen to and believe in him with all of our might. Try our best to pray and be good people. All in all, I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you have, once again, please like and subscribe, and I'll hit the notification bell, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace and love.